Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope that you are doing well, finding yourself on the right side of the pillow, the cool side, if you will. Today we're listening to Tyranny and Mutation. We're going to be checking out this track, 7 Screaming Dizzbusters. What the heck is a Dizzbuster? Can't tell you, because I don't know. Like I said, coming off of Tyranny and Mutation from Blue Oyster Cult's their second studio album released in 1973. We're giving this a listen, checking it out, as it was suggested and sponsored by Eric. So Eric, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Listen, unbeknownst to you, but perhaps known to you now, in September sometime, I'm not going to tell you when, we have some Blue Oyster Cult coming in. Just telling you that. We have some Blue Oyster Cult coming in September here. You'll find out when. Relatively soon. Relatively. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to this song. Discuss it after. Here we go. I like a good riff start off. Little keys back there. Who just refrain from dancing out of mirror's face. Huh. That's got a little change in the cool little change in the verse. 7 screaming Dizzbusters who lurk behind the roads had iron for a bloodstream and ice behind their eyes. Really cool, kind of psychedelic, but also kind of metal of 70s kind of style. That's a fun riff too. This must be a really fun song to play guitar to. It's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I feel like we've hit on like a lot. The bass got a moment here. And the riffs are so fun and bouncy, with the main one being heavy too. Well, that laughs of pain. It's pain. And they're hard to smile. And they're rigid on. just went off the rails there. It's a really, really cool song. You can follow it now. Lightning things up here. She's got rambling off out there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
and 7. It all adds up. That's an awesome song. Really, really fantastic. I've been really enjoying what we've heard recently of Blue Oyster Cult. Hence why we have some more coming up on the way. Okay, 7 Screaming Dizbusters. So this is their second studio album, and I really like their combination of psychedelic rock and metal. It is incredibly unique sounding, and it works incredibly well for them with the way that they pull it off, because every single element of the track is a joy to listen to from the beginning, starting you off with a riff. Okay, classic point of entry, classic way to start everything off and kind of get us involved, right? You get a nice riff going, and then obviously the drums and everything are going to follow with it. It's a tale as old as time. It's a pattern that works, and it works incredibly well for them. The guitar has a heaviness. It has a bounciness. There's a slight playfulness. It has all the ingredients that you want flavoring your guitar riff, and that's what they do here when they start you off. Bop, 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 bop. And you know what's going to come after, right? They're going to run into it with the drums and the bass and the singing, and then whatever else may come along, and whatever else it might bring. And it brings a lot of goodness with it. Eric sounds phenomenal. Sounds great. Singing is perfect in this regard, and I love how he can go from some heavy metal, kind of early Black Sabbath kind of notes, to something a little bit more soft, a little bit more introspective, and in some of the more abstract moments of this track and some that we've heard, something a little bit more, like I said, psychedelic, and with the effects and such. And I think that just works really well. Obviously, the guitar from Buck Dharma, is very creative. I think that he just has a pocket full of riffs that he, when the band just needs a riff, he just pulls a pocket out and says, "Here you go. I got some pocket change. Here's a riff for you. Let's play along with it." I really like that. I also like how Joe Bouchard on the bass, how he got a moment to really kind of have his own part of a verse after one of the breaks there. And, everything else kind of faded away, but his bass was up front and center. And I always like that when that happens. And the drums from Albert Bouchard are phenomenal. Great. I also love how I'd have to listen to the track again to kind of capture the structure of it, but it feels like there's a lot of different breaks in the song where it has a guitar solo. It has a few moments where like organ and stuff will come up rushing ahead into the music and then it kind of backs off. There's some piano that lightens things up at certain points. Like there's a lot of little interesting avenues that are explored in the track. And it's really interesting. Like I said, I have to listen to it again really to actually like capture them. But it's really cool how it explores those different avenues, but then always comes back to the main highway at the same time. It takes the exit, looks at the big giant ball of yarn, and then it comes back on the highway and we continue on to our destination. And that destination is that ending, that riff, ba, 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 the fun hits around that and everything surrounding it. Let me pull up the track here again. And looking at the album cover, which is really, really cool as well. I like how the album cover actually perfectly captures that weird, psychedelic mind control, I don't know, kind of sound. Let me get past here. You got the organ cooking up. Okay. Right before that. Let's see, hold on. No, before that. In this section. This is like the back of the album cover, and it's like swirling and everything's kind of falling apart, and I don't know, there's something incredibly cool and psychedelic and heavy about that section. I think that's the perfect moment where the hard rock and the psychedelic kind of all roll together, spin together, and come together. Still have no idea what a Dizbuster is. And Eric, you even said, good luck trying to find out what the title means. Well, let's see if we can figure it out together. How about that? They held their heads with laughs of pain they'd learned from men who'd just refrain from glancing at a mirror's face. 7 screaming Dizbusters who lurk behind the rows, cast iron for a bloodstream and ice behind their eyes. On each and all those holy nights when Duster's dust becomes the sail, and Lucifer the light. They're long so long this time of year, when stars be crossed by twirling fear. You don't suppose I'd prove surprised, while 7 screaming Dizbusters. I mean, there's some biblical references in here, so maybe the 7 screaming Dizbusters represent something. Doesn't Revelation have like, I don't know, to be honest, but doesn't it have like 7 this and 7 this or something like that? So maybe the Dizbusters represent something in that nature. Without that warmth they've learned to crave, with hardened smile and evil signs. Bury me near the secret cove, so they'll not know the way. Bury me round behind the rows, so they'll not rile my grave. I'll not reveal whose name's still lost. While their laughs of pain and their harder smiles, their rigid arms, their evil signs, the longer days and longer nights. Yeah, they're longer still. Yeah, I got no idea what this one's about. Let's click on some of these here. Eric once said in an interview that 7 Screaming Dizbusters talks about sexual ecstasy. Okay.
Oh my. Oh my.
The diz, as he says, is the groove. Okay. Dizbusters. Yeah, I think that's enough internet for now. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Eric, thank you so much for the recommendation as well. Truly appreciate that. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. I'll see you all later. Bye.